Am I on the air yet? Let me double check right now. Yo, what's going on, my dudes and dudettes? It is I, Rika from Rika Ninja Productions here, and today we are doing a late birthday stream. Because my birthday already happened, but it was in this week. So I just thought I should do a late birthday stream because that's loud. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Give me like 1 second to do some double checking that everything's running smoothly. Because normally something always happens to me, so I might as well double check and quadruple check that, you know, nothing will ever go awry. Because if it does, I'm going to be screwed. So, let me double check this thing. So here it is. Alright then. Yeah, so today we're going to be playing some Final Fantasy VII, because I already had it booted up beforehand. And, yeah, we're just going to play a little bit of this and then go immediately back into our daily scheduled stuff. But I will also, this is the also, I will also do the impossible. Not the impossible, but I will also have some online battles with you guys. So be ready, be prepared, tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody that today's the day that we are doing this right now. You know? So let me double check what the heck is going on here. My phone is freaking out now. It's freaking incredibly out. Let me get the chat up. Oh gosh. Okay. So that's that. So I'm a little bit further into Final Fantasy VII. I'm actually finding a lot of enjoyment in it. Surprisingly, like I didn't think I'd find as much enjoyment in this game as I thought I would. I mean, most of the time, blah blah blah. Let me talk to this person. Gosh, you've grown up so much to be a nice-looking lad. Let's do this, Cloud. Let me take a picture of you with Sephiroth. That's my voice. That's the voice I'm giving him. That, like, really dumb-sounding voice.
Shinra here to get rid of these monsters.
Who are you?
I'm Zangan. I'm traveling around the world teaching children martial arts. I have 128 students all over the world. In this town, a girl named Tifa is my student.
Did you say Tifa?
Tifa has a good sense. She'll be a powerful fighter. She'll be a powerful fighter.
I'll do that.
Just emphasize it.
What did you need, Cloud? Because I'm giving him an old man voice. It's already reserved for you, Shinra people, so don't mind. So I don't mind, but wouldn't you feel more comfortable staying at home? How is town? Oh shoot, that was wrong. A lot of monsters have been appearing in the last 12 months. So just say a year, Dad. What the hell is wrong with you? Just say a goddamn year, weirdo. Anyways, other than that, there's not much changed. Nothing much exciting happens in a little town like this. It's alright then. We're building the reactor. No, it was alright when they were building the reactor, while they were still building it, but once it's complete, it's been had. In a few years, all the trees and the mountain withered away. I don't know if the reactor was good or bad. I mean, it isn't easy to say, but it was a bad idea now, but what can you do about it? Anyhow, we've got to get rid of these monsters. Then we'll be able to relax a little bit. I don't know, I just went from old man to southern. Yeah, I'm voice acting for this, so... Not because oh, sorry, that was loud. Not because I want to, but because there's no voice acting to begin with. Curse you, Final Fantasy. This is why I don't like doing these sort of games, because usually they don't have voice acting, and it's really annoying, and I don't like doing voices very often. Because I'm not the best at it. I'm trying to get better at it. Slowly but surely, I will get better, but I don't feel like this is the best idea to be, like, revealing my voices. It's just how shit I am at the moment. Because I am garbage, and I will be garbage for... Oh, no.
The scenery. I feel I know this place.
Hold on, let me just...
My soul. My stomach. Oh. We're short one bed.
Thanks, buddy. What the hell do you want me to do now? That was loud. I should probably turn off my Discord, my noises from my Discord. Discord! My gosh, darn Discord. What the heck am I supposed to do now? Actually, let me go do that real quick. Real quick, I'll just shut it off. That's professional. Just having my Discord up. Alright, good. Good. Right. Alright. Back into the game. See, I'm probably gonna switch over to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate soon. Like, well, maybe not soon, but like probably, I don't know. Near, oh wait, no. I'll probably switch over like midway through the stream. What the heck? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? This is my house. It has nothing to do with what happened 5 years ago. What the heck? My father died when I was young. Must have been. That's why my mom lived alone in this house. Yeah, I saw my mom. My mom, she was a vibrant woman. Hadn't changed at all. But a few days later, she died. But when I saw her, she looked fine.
Yes.
I'm gonna just do the most chain smokery thing ever. Cloud.
Welcome home, Cloud.
Hi, Mom.
Come, let me take a look at you. You look so handsome.
Oh, God.
So, this is what a soldier uniform. Oh, so this is a soldier uniform.
Mom, what is this? Is this season jump cutting through life?
My, how you've grown. I bet that girl never leaves you alone.
Not really.
I'm worried about you. There are a lot of temptations in the city. I feel a lot better if you settled down with a nice girlfriend.
I'm alright.
You should have an older girlfriend. Okay? One that'll take care of you. I think that would be best for you.
I'm not interested.
Are you eating right?
I'm alright. The company takes care of me. The company takes care of me. Emphasize. To any aspiring voice actors, it's... Some good things to note is, like, emphasize... inflection, enunciation, pronunciation, like, it's all about getting into the moment. I think the number one thing is don't feel ashamed of what you do, in a sense, because, like, sometimes for me, that's what I struggle the most with, is just, I get nervous and ashamed, and sometimes I'm not able to, like, emphasize things, and I'm not able to bring out my full potential, when, in reality, I can voice out pretty well. Like, if I really wanted to, I could do a really decent job. So, some tips for you out there. Also, my Discord is exploding right now. So I need to shut it up. Shut up. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Lost another view. Anyways,
Is that so? I know you can't cook. I've been worried about you. You know Cloud. Isn't that right, Cloud? I'll always be your mother.
why is this jump cutting? What the hell just happened? It was like life was jump cutting him. It's crazy. I also have no idea what to do now. Oops. Just the chat. What the heck? I don't know what to do actually. Because the game doesn't tell me what to do. I don't like that about some Final Fantasies. Oh, okay, so I can't go outside. They don't tell you what to do. I'm like, sometimes it's a curse. It's a gift and a burden at the same time, in a sense. It's like, cool, they don't think you're an imbecile, but at the same time, you have no idea where to go. Like, they don't give you a sense of direction, so you're just wandering aimlessly. Like, for me, I have no idea what to do. Like, not in the slightest. Like, I've ran all over this tiny little town, and I've gained nothing. Cool. So that's just how do I continue the game? It's so BS right now. Oh, is that loud? There's no one home. It's around like an imbecile. Anything of use here, please, to continue the story forward. Please, oh God. And to anyone new today, please like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy my content and my streams. And a lot of my streams are up here on YouTube. I know it's very weird for most people to be streaming on YouTube for the most part. Most people just kind of like don't. They just use Twitch. And don't get me wrong, I don't think Twitch is a bad idea. Oh.
I hired a guide to the mock reactor. I heard she's young. I hope we can rely on her.
Oh, my throat's killing me. I haven't done these voices in like a long time, so like I'm not accustomed to doing this often. Or am I? Anyways, moving forward, I will be moving forward with the game. Once the guy gets here, we're heading out. Alright. Listen to me, Sephiroth. In any case something happens. In case something happens, trust me. Oh. I don't, It'll be alright, Dad. God damn it, I hate this voice. I'm Tifa. Nice to meet you. What's up? That's right. It happens that I'm the #1 guide in this town. So I'm doing this country accent that oh god, I hate this voice so much. It's too dangerous. I can't get you involved in this.
There's no problem. I can protect her. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Mr. Sephiroth, please, let me take one photo for a memento. Tifa, can you ask him for me too? us a photo. Great, thank you. I'll give each of you a copy once I get it developed. Mako reactors built in Mount Nibel. The cold mountain air of Mount Nibel was the same. Oh God. Back. Oh, I can. Whee! Oh, never mind. Would I have Sephiroth? Holy shit. Oh my God. I don't think I'm gonna gain anything from doing this. I'm just curious. Yeah, I kind of guess that's why I'm gonna ignore the battles at the moment. I bet this music is really sounding magnificent. It's a majestic beast. Here's the music. Sadly, I can't hear it because my TV doesn't give off the sound, sadly. That was not by choice, it's just more that happens sometimes with my capture card. See, this is the thing I don't like about using the capture card software. It sometimes decides to work with me, and some days it just decides, hey, you know what, I'm not going to work with you today. Today's the day where I don't let you have audio, so some days I'll get audio and it's great, and then I can, like, talk about the music and the sound and all that stuff. Because for me, when I play these games, I usually like to play them with the intention of, like, maybe doing a review later on in my lifetime. But in this case, it's kind of hard because... Oh, shoot, it just takes me back. Okay. But in the, like, being a hindrance, issues with is, like, a lot of the times I don't have, gameplay footage. That's another thing that happens, is that I don't use the television often, because, you know, I have other people in this household that, you know, use it, and so a lot of the times, like, 99.9% of the time, they end up using it, and I used to have a capture card in the other room, but... Not a capture card, I meant to say a dock in another room, and it was a cheap one, it was like $30. And it ended up breaking on me. I was super mad because it pretty much wasted $20 that I, you know, worked really, because I earn my money, man. Like, I don't just, you know, like, it means something to me when I raise that money. So it's really painful to see money that you earned and worked so hard for get kind of thrown away. Not by like, it's not like I wanted it, and it's not like... It's more like it just things happen and you just hope. I didn't want to pay $90 because, you know, that's expensive as all hell for a, you know, that's really expensive. I don't have that type of money to be just dropping on a dock, like an official dock, because I think I'll wait until it becomes like a lot cheaper before I just decide to, you know, buy a dock, because at that point $90 is a hefty price. Same with, like, the Joy-Cons, because I don't know how I broke one of them, and it's the oddest ever, too, because I broke, when you look at a Joy-Con, you have the joystick, and underneath that right stick, I broke the plastic underneath it, and I can just see into the joystick itself, and that's really weird. I never thought I would break that. That's kind of random. And I don't know, man. I'm just not happy that it happened. I'm actually pretty pissed. Like, I'm pretty mad then. I hope there's some way that I can fix it. Or if not, well, I just have to buy another pair of, you know, Joy-Cons. And that's always fun. And to anyone who joins me every time, thank you so much. What is this CGI? This is terrible. Ah! Anyways, what was I? Yeah, it just... I don't know, man. Oh, I have to get up manually. Also, I'll also say this. Comparing this to the mobile phone version, I like this version a lot more. So to anyone who's like on the fence of playing a Final Fantasy, I highly suggest 7. I know some people say it's the most overrated Final Fantasy ever, but here's the thing. To me, it's the one that makes the most amount of sense in a JRPG standpoint. Because when you play other JRPGs, like a lot of the other Final Fantasies, they like evolve and sometimes are very different from each other. Like going from 9 to 7 was a trip, man. I think for me, I felt 7 was 1 slower, 2 was absolutely brutal. Like I feel like the game is very, very grindy because I remember at one point, I think I checked the level of the monster. It was level 30. I was level 15. And I wasn't like skipping things. It's just I ignored a lot of the random battles because I got very, very tired of it. And I kept losing, you know, mana and XP. And I felt like everything drained so quickly in that game to the point where you were constantly grinding for money. Well, here I feel like it's even. Like you have a point where it's like, yes, if you are in a long, long, long battle, then obviously you'll expend more and more MP. But it will not be as bad, and you'll like probably find a save point that gives you back that MP or whatever. You'll have some point to get that back. But I feel in 9, there's very little of like getting back MP without having to use an Ither, and Ithers were so far and few between. They were like so scarce. You actually got more healing items than Ithers themselves. So a lot of the times I'd have my healer would be healing everyone, but then they'd run out of MP, and I'm like, shoot. At the same time they were my healer, they were also my summoner. So it's like, crap, I'd have to like decide whether or not do I want to heal people or do I want to summon a massive monster that just decimates everything. And that's just the choice that you had to make in that game super, super often. And I never really enjoyed that at all. And for me, it was the worst experience, honestly. And like the card thing was never fun to me. That was annoying. So yeah, it's just a lot of grinding, a lot of issues, and I blew through that game. That's the weird part. I got through like the majority of that game because I remember I looked up a walkthrough because I got stuck at one point, what to do next. I was on disc 2 or disc 3 at that point, and I was only what, 20 hours in? I was like, you know, Final Fantasies are supposed to be this epic thing that would take forever to complete. It's really not. It's really, really fast. And I just felt like 9, for me, a lot of people love 9. I hate 9. I don't know. It also felt very tropish. A lot of my issues and gripes come down to, you know, tropes just popping up constantly. Like, I mean constantly. Like, let me think. Like, I'm trying to think of something that was very, very tropish. I think the number one thing that was tropish in that game was the characters. Like, I felt like the knight was just so overly knightish and like, oh, I must serve the queen, but I also must serve you. Ah! And I was like... There was another one that was like another knight-esque character, but she's like a lone wolf-esque knight, like she's trying to find her love, and I'm like... that felt tropish. There's Protag Chan, who... or Zinban? Bandy? I don't know his name. Anyways, the monkey kid, who honestly is like this thief who's like, I'm bad, but I'm also good at the same time, and I'm like, I like women, and I'm horny as heck, but at the same time, I'm not, and I'm also, like, a sweet, sentimental person, and it just feels like, oh god, I've seen this, like, one too many times. The only person who I actually felt had a three-dimensional personality was Vivi, and I love Vivi. Like, here's the thing. Out of all the characters in that game, I love Vivi the most. Because he feels so three-dimensional. While everyone feels so two- or one-dimensional, he's the most three-dimensional character ever. Because he goes through this, like, I don't know who I am, what is the meaning of me? Like, he goes through this massive existential crisis. And I felt, for me, I'm like, I've been through an existential crisis. And it's like, oh my god, this is such an amazing character to go through. Like, this tiny, like, cute character goes through this massive existential crisis. It's just interesting, and it's so good to see his character develop throughout the game, and I love that the most, and he honestly earns my, you know, love and dedication for that game. That's the only reason why I found enjoyment in that game, was for Vivi, and I was like, I want to see more of Vivi, I want to see more of this character develop even more, because honestly, I wanted to see that. Watch as Sephiroth just completely different with stuff. I literally don't have to do anything. Blood does nothing at all. Well, that's just because Sephiroth is overpowered and I'm underleveled as hell. I don't even have materia. That's the weird part. I started off with materia, but they didn't even give me any. What is this? A mysterious colored cavern. Wow, mysterious cavern.
Must be the it must be the Mako energy. This mountain is especially abundant in it. That's why the Mako reactor was built here.
Cool. Thanks for the history lesson there, Sephi. Okay, that's not a way. I'll also say this about the old school Final Fantasies. It's hard to distinguish between, like, something that's, like, just the foreground and then with something that you can actually walk on. That happened with me with this game. So Final Fantasy 7 had that issue, Final Fantasy 9 has that issue. Probably 10 will not have that issue because it's more modern, it was on the PS2, and it just felt more developed. Wow, I almost died. And also, why does he have a massive sword? Why is it feels like he's overcompensating for something. He's like, I have my magic sword. Magic? Wow, dude, Jesus Christ. What the hell? What is this? What the hell? What the heck? That did nothing to me. I gained and learned nothing. Also, whoever is watching this today, thank you. It is an honor. Oh, thank you for the like. I really enjoy whenever people enjoy my content. It is always a pleasure to be, you know, giving you this entertainment. And for me, this is always fun. And I just wish we had more, you know, viewers maybe not constantly, but I just want more viewers to enjoy this content. So if you guys can, you know, share this video with your friends, see if they enjoy this, because I've had fun doing this a lot, and I would love to continue making more. But I'm getting into the roadblock again, because I think every time I do YouTube, every single time, I always come into the roadblock of, man, there's just no one watching. And it's hard for me to justify the hours that I spend, you know, like, for me, it's setting up, making the thumbnails, doing this, doing that, you know, spending the time, like, thinking about these sort of things when I have other duties in my life. And then at the same time, I'm also working on, like, 3 different videos, like, really, really big, heavy videos that are, like, either informative. I even, like, emailed some people. Like, I have gone through the effort to do these things. And for me, it's hard to justify that effort when, you know, it might end up being that no one watches it. And then, so it doesn't really justify the amount of time and energy that I put into these things for me to just be like, okay, let me just spend a hot minute doing this and then gain nothing from it. You know, like, no one's watching, no one's enjoying. So it becomes a battle for me and my motivation, like, do I continue, do I not, do I just throw in the towel? Do I just, you know, do I give in? And sometimes I don't want to give in. Sometimes I'd rather, you know, yeah, I would love to do this again. I would love to, keep making more content. I would love that. To me, it would mean the world for me to just continue doing this. And I will continue doing this. But it's a hard justification. It's just justifying it to myself and then justifying it to the people around me that it is a worthwhile thing to do YouTube. I'm sorry. I know I should be playing the game, but I just wanted to have a heart-to-heart with you guys because to me, this is where I can do that. Because I know in my videos I will not be able to do that ever. And that's more of the fact that it's just a lot of pre-recording, a lot of just getting stuff, you know, already made beforehand. It's a lot. It's a a lot of things that go through my head when I do these things. I'll also say that they really did touch up these models a lot, because if you look at the PlayStation... Oh, welcome! When you look at the PlayStation 1 version, man, it does not look good. Like, in general, the models and the gameplay and all this stuff look terrible on the PlayStation 3. But you look at it now, it actually looks kind of decent, and I'm really finding enjoyment in this game. Anyways, getting back into the game. It's a very rare material to see. It's in its natural state. Oh, well, see you later. By the way, why is it that when you use material, you can use magic too? Because you're draining life. You weren't a soldier, and you didn't even know that? The knowledge and wisdom of the ancients is held in material. Anyone with this knowledge can truly use a power for the land and the planet. The knowledge interacts between ourselves and the planet, calling up magic, or so they say. So pretty much meaning, when you use materia and magic, you take away energy from planets. That's kind of tragic. Magic, a mysterious power. Ha 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 ha! Did I say something funny? A man once told me never to use this unscientific term like mysterious power. It shouldn't even be used. Shouldn't even be called magic. I still remember how angry he was. Who was that? Hojo of Shinra, an inexperienced man assigned to take over the work of a great scientist. He was a walking mass of complexes. A Mako fountain? So this is where the knowledge of the ancients is? Anyways. We had one new person and then they left. It's always an honor to entertain people, but it's also really sucky when that entertainment goes away. When nobody enjoys that. So thank you to the one like. Thank you. You mean a lot. Because seriously, whoever hops on the first time, I really do appreciate it. Like honestly, to you, man, you are a trooper and a champion. And honestly, every second that you enjoy this makes me happy, and you're like one of the reasons why I still even do this. Why I'm sitting here right now playing some Final Fantasy and having a conversation. Otherwise, I think I would just be editing my videos and come back to that. To the daily grind, and it's hard. Because I've never been one to edit my videos. Like, I don't enjoy it. It's not... For some people, it's like an opportunity to make something greater and to make something better. But for me, editing is such a slog, and it's so boring and uneventful. And yeah, you get some creativity out of it. But in my opinion, I get more creativity when I write, when I do other things, when I program. Like, I feel my creativity working more, and I find more enjoyment in that rather than just editing, because it's so lengthy and long and boring, and sometimes I end up putting on music, and even then it doesn't satisfy me. We finally made it. We sure took a long way though. Sorry. I know I go into like weird rants and tangents, but I think for me, this is why I love streaming the most, is because I can't do these tangents and these kind of conversations, these deep, meaningful things, because I am a deep, thoughtful, interesting person that, you know, likes to go into the deeper conversations and go into the deeper topics at hand of YouTube. And I know most people who find this sort of stuff kind of boring, but for me, I'm more into the informative. I like informative stuff. Rather, like I like my comedy and stuff, but I also like to be informative and give that notion and these ideas out there, and that's me. I like, you know, getting people to understand where people are coming from, like YouTubers and game developers, because I feel like a lot of the times people today they're apathetic, they're not empathetic, and it's tragic to me, because I'm like, people deserve empathy, because it sucks when it's like a writer. It's like when people trash your writing, it hurts, because it's like you're practically your child at that point, because you brought it and birthed it from your head into this world, and it's hard for you to, like, yeah, you have to take that, you know, criticism, but it's also hard for you to take that, like, people aren't gonna like it, and that you're not gonna please everyone, and that's just the fact of life you have to deal with. But you also gotta deal with the fact that there are going to be people who say it's absolute garbage, it's the worst thing I've ever read in my lifetime, like, why did you write this, you're a terrible human being, you know, like, you gotta deal with those things now, with the rise of social media, and just people being entitled to things, and you're never entitled to anything. In certain things, you're not entitled to. I mean, sure, when you go to a restaurant, you're entitled to at least a decent service. So obviously, yeah, you would get mad if, they weren't, giving you the service that you deserve and that you're paying for. So, like, let's say you go to a McDonald's, obviously, you're, at the point where you can't purchase much, and it's pretty cheap food. So you're not anticipating, a 5-star course, service. That's not gonna happen. But at the same token, you at least, ask for at least them to be, diligent and kind to you. But that doesn't happen. And it's the same with, like, 5-star restaurants where you assume that you're getting the best service ever. People are gonna treat you, pretty well. But there are some people that are not the best. You shouldn't be in that industry, but, they're there, they're doing it, they're terrible, and yeah, you just gotta deal with it. And that's just life. So, yeah. Do what you will with that information. Because honestly, it is an interesting thing to think about, To think about these sort of concepts and ideas, and specifically, I whenever I talk about, like, people misunderstanding and mistreating and, jumping the gun on things, it's mainly in both the anime industry and anime community, and I want to also say the gaming community, because a lot of the time people go absolutely bonkers when certain controversy happens, and it is insane, and I think it's absolutely stupid. It is the dumbest thing. Like, there's one controversy for the Rising of the Shield Hero where they're like, radical, SJWs are just losing it. They're like, oh, a woman would never lie, and a woman would never do that. And I'm like, but here's the thing. I'm not saying that all women are terrible people, because that's wrong too. But I'm just saying there are people who are that sinister and will do those sort of things. I mean, it's the same with any sort of thing. Like, when you look at men, not to say that all men are terrible, but there's a good portion that are bad. But then there's the men like me who are not bad. We're not bad people. Not all men are bad people. Like, not to say I'm a nice guy, whatever. No, that's not what I'm saying either. I'm saying is that I'm not a terrible human being to other people. I am not. But a lot of, women and a lot of other people think automatically that men are, like, aggressive and, like, with this and that. And it's worse when you're part of an ethnicity. They jump the gun even more, and so you just, why? It is the worst feeling on the planet Earth when people, like, stereotype you and just assume things automatically that aren't even remotely true about you. Like, it's just annoying and it's frustrating. I hate it when people do that, and it's worse. Like, I see it the most with game developers, as well as the anime community with the Shield Hero. That's one, they just kind of jump the gun, like, women would never do that, whatever. And there's no controversy in Japan, literally none. Like, even the creator himself is like, yeah, there's no controversy in this. Like, I don't know why you guys are going, like, bonkers about this topic. Like, I don't know, it's whatever. Because I think the Japanese have a different standard and understanding. Like, they've already moved on. Like, I think the Japanese specifically, I'm not saying all cultures, but, like, I think the Japanese have been, like, this thing already. Like, they've sort of gone through these hiccups already, so, like, there's no controversy. It's just sort of a notion of, like, yeah, this is it. We're all human. We all do things. Some people are bad. But I think here in America, we have some weird stuff, and, like, we have a lot of freedoms, and what comes with those freedoms is also consequences of people misusing that freedom and sort of, like, treating it and using it improperly. Like, freedom of speech is one that I'm like, yes, freedom of speech is an absolutely beautiful thing. But then there's hate speech, and I'm like, that, even though it is guaranteed under the law, I don't think it should. Because why, say, these radicalistic things that aren't true about people. And yeah, it sucks. And then moving on from more, political and sort of whatever, moving forward of that topic, let's move on to the gaming industry that I have an issue with. Like, a lot of gamers, like, one that I get into the most with is, game that I think I have the most controversy and the most issue with is EA's Battlefront 2. The reason I have an issue with it is
because of how the game industry is treating games now. It's more the higher ups are like, let's just drill gamers for everything they're worth and make it like a pay-to-win system. And people don't like that. They hate that. They absolutely all what they are doing. And I'm in a complete agreement with them. Yeah, I would be appalled too if someone was like there's a pay-to-win system in a JRPG. That would be the dumbest thing on the planet. It's like, pay $20 to get this massive cool item. I mean, there's a pre-order bonuses, but that's a whole other thing. They're just cosmetic. Like 90% of the time, pre-order bonuses don't add anything. Like, let me think of one. The new game Gotti, they're coming to Switch, which I'm super hyped for. I'm probably gonna get it. It looks good. When I saw it on PS4, I was always interested. But they have a pre-order bonus because it's Bandai Namco, and they're doing a pre-order bonus for the Switch version, which is you get Tales of Vesperia costumes. I'm like, that's cool, but it's just a cosmetic thing. It's just something cool. Like they did that with Sonic Forces, where they gave you this like skin for your Switch. It doesn't really do much. It's just a cosmetic thing. It doesn't add anything. But then there's MK11, where they have a pre-order bonus of a character, a straight-up fighting game character, and one that has history nonetheless. And I think that's absolutely stupid and idiotic. Like, why, like, lock this away beyond a paywall? Like, I think they will. They probably will do that, and that is absolutely annoying and that's dumb. And in certain cases, like Smash Brothers, where I think it's like done right and done wrong. I think MK11 is a terrible example. Same with Street Fighter V, which also had like a pre-order bonus of a character, but it had a small roster to begin with, so that was an issue. But they did it with Smash as well. Like, here's the thing about Smash: you don't have to get it. It does nothing. You gain nothing from getting the character, and you already have such a big roster. It literally has 74 characters. So the base game has so much content already that there really isn't much you're losing. You're just losing a character. That's it. And at the most, because you're gaining right now with, you know, the pre-order bundle of, you know, Smash and also the like fighter pass, you're only gaining 6 characters. So you're only gaining about 80 characters. You're getting 5 extra. So it's not that much you're gaining out of it. But for the people who are hardcore like me, who want that extra character, it means something. But for the people who just get the base game, it means absolutely nothing. So yeah, it's sort of that, you know, thin line that you're, you know, walking across. And also, I'm gonna say this: I'm really mad at Nintendo. Like, I'm happy that the Switch is doing well and that they're getting more cross-platform stuff, but I'm really mad that they're all kind of like, they didn't do it last year. Like, I feel like last year there was not a lot of like getting ports. Maybe it's because they were having like, during the time period last year of 2018, they were porting a lot of stuff and now they're ready to go. But I feel like there's just a ton of ports coming out. Like, there's rumors of Persona 5S coming, which is like the Switch version, which I'm excited because I wanted to play Persona 5, but I'm mad because I'm like, why now? Like, I already, because each year I make a list, and that's annoying because I have to like either remove or add stuff to that list, and it's not fun for me. It's never a fun thing to have to look through your list and be like, man, do I remove something? Do I add something? Do I just ignore it? But like, you really have to pick and choose your battles with this. That's me. And I know they're also doing a Castlevania collection, which is like, because I love Castlevania. I got into it because of Smash Brothers, and now I'm mad because it has like the Game Boy ones. It has some of the ones that are a lot harder to get your hands on, and I like that because they're giving you an opportunity to play these games that are like a lot harder to play on now because they don't remake them. They don't remake some of the games. They don't port it anywhere. So they're just stuck on their original platforms. And like, specifically, there's the Castlevania 2 for the Game Boy, Castlevania Adventure 2, Belmont's Revenge. That has never been ported anywhere. It hasn't. Ow. It hasn't been ported anywhere. And it's been stuck on the Game Boy. And I don't want to go out of my way, buy a Game Boy SP to play that. That's annoying. I'd rather play it on a more modern system. So for me, it is absolutely amazing that they took the time to actually port that. But I'm also mad because it's like, dang, it's only, and I emphasize that it's only a digital exclusive thing. So it sucks. So it's like, gosh darn it, I really would have loved to have that be not an exclusive to a digital. I would love to have a physical. But, you know, things happen and that's just what you gotta deal with. I mean, it's the same with these two games right now, which is that Final Fantasy 9 and 7, they don't have physical versions, and nor do I think they ever will. And that sucks. I want a physical version, but I don't think they ever will because it's just hard to justify a physical version for this game and 9. Well, the other ones like Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2 plus Final Fantasy 12, not, it doesn't, when I mean by plus, I mean like in addition. I don't mean like it's a part of the bundle, but like, yeah, they have them as separate standalone cartridges because, yeah, they're bigger games and they're more modern, so they're like, yeah, let's put them on a disc because they're much more modern. Well, these are more old school, and they're like, I don't think people would be more mad because they'd have to make a cartridge, and they just feel like there wouldn't be a market for these sort of games in the physical realm. So there's not a lot of justification for it. Valve. To have a physical version. And I know it sucks. That's just life. Yeah. I'm trying to think of other games that are on my list. Like, yeah, God Eater's another one that I was like really mad when they added to, you know, they brought it over to the Switch. I'm also a little bit mad because I was always interested in the game, but I was like, because of I don't know, I get into English. I get into a lot of games because of crossovers. For me, Project Cross Zone 2 was like one of the biggest crossovers because it had Capcom, Bandai Namco, and Sega. I think, yes, Sega. And it had all these characters that I've never seen before in my life, and I gained a lot of respect, and I got into a lot of new series because of it. Like, I got into Vesperia because of Project Cross Zone 2. I got into Street Fighter because of Project Cross Zone 2 and Smash. And I got into Xenoblade because of Smash and Project Cross Zone 2. Like, a lot of these games that are crossovers end up getting me into new series, and I feel like that's sort of what they want. But at the same time, I think I'm happy to, because a lot of these series have good history and are fun. They're fun games. Castlevania's a fun series. I played some of it. It was absolutely amazing. And I highly recommend it. Persona, another amazing series. I played a little bit on my PC, because I had to use an emulator, and I have the actual disc for a PlayStation 3, but like, I played on my emulator, it doesn't work right, it has some issues. That's why I'm happy that it's coming to Switch, but I don't know. We don't know yet. There's rumors. It's real. It's only rumors, and there's no like definitive evidence that it will be. I mean, people just think S, and it's like Switch. Absolutely, it's gonna be Switch. But I don't know. It might not be. There's Astral Chains, which absolutely looks amazing. It's another Platinum game, and I think it's trying to hold us over until Bayonetta 3 comes out. And I think it looks absolutely stunning of a game because I love hack and slashes. I love those action-oriented games that just, it just tickles something in myself, my inner like rage, and just my inner warrior in a sense. It's just a thing that I love. And Pokemon, you know, Sword and Shield, I'm excited. Animal Crossing, I love the Animal Crossing series. Oh, Daemon X Machina, which I think is such an underrated game. Seriously, go, if you get the opportunity and you have a Switch, like, tell your friends, tell your family, like, seriously, check out Daemon X Machina, prototype something. It's the demo. Play it. It was so good. It was the most fun I've had in any mech game, because I played a couple of mech games, never really landed with me, but Daemon X Machina landed hard because the aiming feels good, the shooting feels good, dodging, the bobbing, the weaving, the like missions and like fighting of enemies, and it just all feels good, and the bosses, it's so good because it really is a mental challenge to figure out what is its weakness, how do I just kill it, how do I get rid of it, just move on. Good. And then there's the story in the background as well, which I feel adds like depth to this world, like mechs. So yeah. Anyways, tell me in the comment section what games you're expecting or excited for the Switch, because for me there's a handful of games that I already have in the line. There's another one, SAO. that one looks good because I actually have it on my Steam list, and I always wanted it, but I'm like, I can never justify it because I never play on Steam enough to warrant me buying the game. There's just not enough games and like time that I spend on my PC to warrant me going out of my way to buy it. It doesn't. And so when I heard it was coming to Switch and it adds Switch exclusive content, I was absolutely ready to jump in. It just, it is absolutely crazy. I think that, these games are now becoming more, there's less exclusivity. And there's more games that are crossing over. But I'm more worried for Nintendo games switching over. What was I saying? I lost my train of, I was reading, sorry. What was I saying? Oh yeah, is that for me it is amazing to have these games have Switch exclusive stuff and be like, haha, buying a Switch was a good thing. But at the same time, I do not want any of the Nintendo games to start jumping over, because that makes me scared and nervous, like, oh god, I want games to be exclusive to the Switch and not jump over, because then that might mean, Nintendo will no longer be a console maker. And that's what I've always loved, is like having this justification of having my console, because before I had the Wii U, people looked at me in the oddest way humanly possible, because they're like, you have a Wii U, what are you, some brainchild? Yeah. And I always got annoyed, because I loved the Wii U. It had so many good games for Nintendo. It didn't have a lot of, like, crossover. It had a lot of crossover stuff, not a lot of crossover stuff, but it had a lot of exclusives that were absolutely amazing. And, yeah. They started putting over a lot of the Wii U games over because, this console is now successful, and they're kind of like, we want to cash cow them. A lot of them I just couldn't justify myself picking up, like Pokken Tournament, DX. They added in a lot of the characters that were in. They added more characters from the arcade version, because they added more characters in the arcade version, but they never brought them over to the Wii U, and I don't think they ever will. And they even had more DLC for the DX or Deluxe Edition, which made me angry, but I could never justify it, because one, I bought the original, and I even got the rare Mewtwo card, or Dark Mewtwo card, which is really a hard thing to get now. Like, people, I've seen it go for like a lot of money now. Hold on, I'm gonna take a pause right now. This unprofessionalism, but I just got a call and it was an important one. I'm sorry. Anyways, moving back into what we were talking about. What was I talking about? This is why I hate when people like mess me up, because like when I get into a conversation, I get very like into it, and then like I get into another conversation and then I forget what I was talking about previously. I hate that. It's the worst. But what was I saying? Oh, I'm so mad at myself. God. I don't know. over. Okay, cool. Pokken. Yeah, that was another one. And it also doesn't have amiibo support on the Switch, so I was really mad. So I was like, alright, moving on. They had Hyrule Warriors, and that one I was actually interested in. But I actually gave me their copy of it for the 3DS, so then I was just like, I can't justify it now. Because I got it for free. And that's hard to justify when you get something for free, and then you're like, you gotta pay for it, the full thing. And when you get it for free, it's so much harder to like then pay for it. Unless it's like something that you really like you have to really enjoy something to then justify it. Like for me, Persona 5 is one where I'll justify it because I really enjoyed it, and also it was really hard to play it. So I'm justifying the purchase again because I'm getting 1, exclusive content, and 2, I'm actually going to be able to play it in its entirety and not have any like mechanical hiccups because of an emulator. Sorry. The allergies are coming up. It's allergy season. Yeah, no, me, oh, pot is exploding. And then, Mario Kart came out. That was also another hard thing to justify, as a purchase. Because normally, this is normally, I loved Mario Kart. But yeah, I don't know. It is a weird feeling to have to justify buying the game again. Like, I know Smash Brothers Ultimate was not a hard thing for me to justify, but a lot of the other port games, I was very difficult for me to justify, because I can tell you my Wii U collection, it is very, very small. And it's because there was not many things that I wanted for the Wii U. It was very small and far and few between. So there is, I can list them off to you. I literally am staring at them, so I'll tell you them. Dokimura Session, Sharp FE. Hope they never port it. If they do, I wouldn't be mad. I would be kind of mad because they might add in Switch content, and that would make me mad because it was such a good game on the Wii U that I think it deserves to stay there and like live as one of the few games that is still exclusive to it, because I don't want to throw away my Wii U. It means a lot to me. I purchased it. It meant something to me. Assassin's Creed Black Flag 4. That was a weird one. I had fun with it for the little time that I had. Pokken Tournament, yeah. New Super Mario Bros. U and New Super Luigi U. It's a bundle one, because that was actually bundled in with my Wii U. That was a cool, interesting bundle. Batman Arkham Origins. I only played a little bit of that. I never got far. I got stuck at one point. Mario Kart 8. Lego Dimensions, which is actually a really fun sort of like toy to life games. It was really, really good, and they added in Sonic, and that was kind of cool. And then the final game, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for Wii U, but that's not the only games I have on it. I also have some downloaded games, which is Shantae, which did have a physical version, which made me angry because I saw it at my local Fry's, and I was really mad because I was like, gosh darn it, I paid like $20, and it was the exact same price for the physical edition. So I'm like, dang it, I could have had it on my shelf, and it would have looked so nice to have it on my shelf. But I don't, so that sucks. And then I have a lot of Virtual Console. I have Super Metroid, I have Golden Sun, and I have Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, I think. I don't remember which Fire Emblem it is, but it was really good. I enjoyed it. And that's it. And then my Wii collection is I have a lot bigger of a Wii collection, but I'm not looking at it directly. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up very, very, very soon. I've enjoyed this conversation with you guys. I seriously hope you guys do show this off to your friends, your family members, stuff like that. I will have to go back to, delete one thing because, yeah, it came out wrong, and I feel like people can misinterpret it real quick, real fast, and I don't want people to think that I am radicalistic, because, dear God, am I not. I'm more of a neutralist. Like, I have an opinion sometimes, but I'm also like, I'll see both sides of the argument, and I understand both sides of the argument. So, like, I'm more of a neutral person when it comes to a lot of like more like hard pressing and like just political topics. I'm more of a neutralist, and I hope I come across like that because I always try to be, and I don't want people to misinterpret how I understand things. So yeah, anyways.
That would seem to explain the increase in the number of monsters recently. I think we should listen carefully to Cloud. Don't you think so, Barret? Barret?
Oh, thank God I can finally save the game. Alright. I think... Okay, I'm going to switch over to Smash Ultimate. I'm going to do some online. So, tell your friends, tell literally everyone that I'm going to be doing Smash Ultimate right now. Yeah, that was fun. I like some good old Final Fantasy VII. It was really enjoyable. And now I'm switching over to Smash Brothers Ultimate. I will not be doing my normal playthrough of it, of World of Light. Normally I would, but since today is my birthday stream, I will be happy to, you know, play some online. It is event, the right staff. Ooh. I need to play I need to finish Golden Sun, and then I need to finish playing Xenoblade Chronicles, because it is a good game. I played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which was absolutely amazing. I highly recommend it to anyone who is like on the fence of buying any game for like a JRPG. I highly recommend Xenoblade Chronicles 2 because it's already finished. Like, there's no more DLC stuff. You're not waiting for anything. So if you bought the DLC pack, you can get everything all at once. And it is such a good game. It's a very long story, and I felt the gameplay was amazing. Like, it's very rhythmic and very like easy to pick up and understand, and like you can get into really good depth with it too, which is amazing. Got it. Oh. What's up, Eric T? How's it going? Sorry I didn't check the chat earlier. I am apologizing. Thank you for the birthday wishes. It's awesome to have someone talking to Chet. And sorry for being quiet there, guys. I did not mean to be quiet. But yeah, so I'm gonna hop on the online. Let me check the vault real quick, because I love to always check that vault, see if there's any good characters that I'm willing to purchase. Nope, nothing good. Alright. We're going to the online. I'm going into... Okay, I'm going to go into the public arenas, so... You guys want me to join veteran players only, glorious match? You know what? I think I'm just gonna do quick play for right now. So I'd suggest that if you guys want to play with me, I'd say message me, like what room you're in, or like sort of just get my attention so that I can then join with you guys. So I think I'm gonna play some Little Mac right now. I'm decent at some Little Mac. I got better at them. Like, and they recently added a Punch-Out to the collection on the NES collection for the Switch, and I've been playing that non-stop, and I love it. I love Punch-Out. But I'm sad that it's not Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, because I love that. That's like my favorite one. I'm sad it's the Nintendo one, which is with featuring Dream Man, or Mr. Dream Man, and yeah, it's sort of a replacement to Mike Tyson, but I prefer the Mike Tyson version way more than to the copy of it. Oh my god, this is terrible. What the heck? That was such an angular thing. god, this... Oh my god. Ugh. Oh my god, this lag is terrible. Oh my gosh. Jesus Christ. Why is this lag so shiz? My god. Oh, Jesus. Oh, to anyone who, like, seriously, like, to anyone who's playing Smash professionally, like, I highly recommend that you get a freaking LAN adapter, because unless your internet is, like, super good, then don't. Because otherwise it's terrible connections, and then this happens. Because I can't play at all, because I'm having to, like, not only, like, account for my movements, but his movements, as well as lagging out. Because I feel like there's a delay, and I'm having to account for everything all at once. Ugh. Oh, God. Oh, hey, Koromora playing Let's Go Pikachu. Good game. I highly recommend Let's Go if you guys are newcomers to the Pokemon universe. To anyone who's, like, just got into it, like, from Go. Got him. Got him. Oh my god. Oh! 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 That's some good timing. Oh gosh. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Running back. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that. That was really dumb with me. I could have survived. Ah. Why? Oy. This is like running at a crawl. This is snail's pace right now. This is snail mail. Are we on dial-up? Like, if this actually is in dial-up, I would laugh my butt off. I would be laughing so hard. 5, 4, 1, no.
Time.
Oh shoot. Yep, this is gonna be sudden death. Kind of anticipated. Woohoo! That's how you do it. You just do the slash forward. Alright then, I think it's time. Thank you guys for watching. I have been Riker from Riker Ninja Productions here. It has been an honor to enjoy this late birthday stream with you guys. It is great. It is fantastic. Would do this again. 10 out of 10 would do again. So see you guys all in the next stream. That will probably most likely be the continuation of our Let's Play.